The Italian group Il Volo, meaning the flight, is rising to new heights. I enjoyed interviewing the trio 7 years ago when their popularity was really just taking off, with their first PBS special having recently aired in the United States. Now the three singers in their mid-20s are celebrating 10 years together, their sixth PBS special, and a career that's soaring all over the world. Matera Italy is where they shot the PBS special, and Laval, Quebec is where I caught up with the guys backstage. Well, you guys were teenagers when you started to perform together. What does it mean to be in Il Volo now?
I think none of us can imagine a life without Il Volo. I mean, we grew up being Il Volo and feeling like being a group. And I can say today being Il Volo means having a second family. Il Volo is not just business, but it's a name full of feelings, emotions, and the desire to make music and live music. This is what I want to say, but sometimes the English doesn't come out, so I'm sorry.
I think you're doing very well.
Thank you, thank you.
Attendo, ti ho detto, attendo.
Attento.
In the 10 years, what have been the best moments of your career?
We have a top three of our best moments. The first one is for sure our performance for Pope Francis in Panama for the World Youth Day, and also performing with Barbra Streisand with her on her tour in 2012. And We Are the World for Haiti in 2010.
They did again the We Are the World for Haiti, like a charity song, and all the big stars from all over the world sang and was there. And Quincy Jones was producing this song, and we were like just a one-year group, because our group exists just from one year.
Yes.
And we were singing with all that stars, so we were like three kids in the middle of giants and asking, what am I doing here?
So these are probably our best moments of our career.
Well, you're rubbing elbows with Quincy Jones and you're singing in Barbra Streisand concerts. How do you avoid trouble? How do you avoid the scandals and the bad behavior that often plague young singers?
Well, sometimes it's not the young singer's fault, but it's because the fame is not easy to manage. And we've been lucky because we are three, so we share the responsibility of the fame. And we must say thanks to the people that always work with us, like our management and our families. We have three strong families, and we have to give to them everything that we have today. And I think this was the key to keep our feet on the floor. Oh. Oh.
Family is so important. How do your families feel about your career and your fame?
Can you repeat the question? Sorry.
How our family feel about all this fame?
In 10 years, he forgot how to speak English and he doesn't understand people, so we have to translate. Come è cambiata la famiglia?
Facciamo che poi entro nel mood. Esatto.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question? Because it's the perfectionist one.
All right. Family is so important. How do your families feel about your fame and your career?
How do your family feel?
No, qua non ce ne andiamo. Poi io, lo sai, no? Come quando mi blocco. Our life completely changed, not just for us, but also for our families. My mom is traveling. She's traveling with me, and that's beautiful. To share moments, special moments, with our families when we travel. And we live a completely different life from the one that we used to live in our country, in our villages, you know. And of course, for my mom, my father, and our families, is something completely different from a kid that goes to school and does his homeworks to a singer that sings all over the world. And that's beautiful, how life can change sometimes.
Quite beautiful, just like those classic Italian songs.
Con la gioia e col dolore della gente come me. Amando, soltanto adesso io ti guardo.
In our repertoire we have traditional songs, Italian songs, but also our new songs.
Amore, abbracciami, voglio proteggerti. Siamo il sole in un giorno di pioggia.
We love our songs. I mean, it's a way to show to the people that we also have not just the traditional repertoire, but also our songs, to show and promote always bel canto with new songs also.
Bel canto, does that mean beautiful Italian singing?
Bravo.
Perfect.
Siamo musica vera che resta.
Piero, you once told me that your grandfather wrote a song. Will you ever sing that in public?
No.
Which one?
It's a song that my grandfather wrote when I was young. Actually, it was the first song that I sang for the first time. And thanks to that song, he discovered my voice. So it's a very important song for me. But I'd like to tell you something. Last year for Christmas, I was thinking for a present for my grandpa. So the gift that I gave to him, it was to take him to go in a recording session studio and record an album together. So, and we did this CD together that I will keep for me for the rest of my life.
That's beautiful.
Me and my grandpa singing together.
A fantastic way to make a memory.
Midnight, but a sound from the pavement. Has the moon lost her memory? She has mine been alone.
I've always listened to that song, Memory, from Barbara Streisand. And I know, maybe it remembered me my childhood.
When the dawn comes, tonight will be a memory too.
I love that song, and I had the opportunity to know Barbara Streisand when we toured with her, and was the first time that we met her was for my birthday. So it's been a big present for my birthday.
Can I suggest you something? Next time, why don't you sing a song from Eminem?
You know what? I'm Italian. I mean, it's part of an Italian.
You know they are
person.
going to do in the phones the emoji like this. Oh, really? This emoji, yes.
They're gonna put this emoji.
It's coming up.
Look how famous the Italian are.
Dimmi che mai, che non mi lascerai mai. Dimmi chi sei, respiro nei giorni miei d'amore.
You are certainly talented and lucky people who have each other, just like in the song.
People who need people are the luckiest people in the world.
The most beautiful thing is to go up on stage every single night, to see new faces and seeing people that cry, laugh, and it's something that you cannot describe. And it's so beautiful that two people next to you can understand what do you feel in that moment.
They're the
Luckiest people
Next show.
in the world.
You spend a lot of the year together performing, but what is it like when the three of you are apart?
Personally, when I go home, I like to play tennis and do vocal. I always go to have vocal lessons, but that's what I do when I'm home, just tennis and keep studying.
I think that some lonely time we need it. Like, I mean, when I go home, I always stay in my home. I don't get up and from the sofa. I don't get out, and because I just need to recover, to get energies, to live again home and live again all my useness. Useness, like, I mean, my things that I used to do.
Daily, everything.
My daily stuff. Hey, puñetino.
I live by the sea, in a beautiful place, and I go, especially in the summer, I go to the beach every day with my friends, and I do sports. I go to the gym, and I sing. I'm learning how to play piano now.
In the summer, he become Baywatch. In the summer.
So, just a normal life. I spend time with family and friends.
Is it hard to form attachments or have any kind of romantic life with all the travel that you do?
Actually, it's very difficult. I think when love comes, there's no walls, you know? But for people who travel like us every single day, it's more difficult. But we believe in love, so maybe our future, we see our future with families and kids, because we come from big families.
Yeah, for what we sing, we have to be romantic. Like, we have to see everything in a romantic way.
È più vicino il tuo profumo, stringiti forte a me.
Do you have any new goals for Il Volo as you move forward?
Always.
We are very proud to be so young and bring operatic and bel canto music all over the world, because we are following the steps of our idols like Luciano Pavarotti and Andrea Bocelli, and we hope we can do this kind of life to travel all around the world for many, many years and always together.
All the fans will be happy to hear that.
Yeah.
Our goal is keep going and celebrate 50 years of career, not just 10 years of career.
Si accende un'altra volta.
You can take a journey with Il Volo through their 10 years together. Check out ilvolomusic.com.
Spotlight is supported by the Glenn and Carol Pearsall Adirondack Foundation, dedicated to improving the quality of life for year-round residents of the Adirondack Park.